Hello, today we're speaking to Tim Corke of Monitise, and we're going to be discussing the mobile point of sale market. So, the growth of the mPOS market has traditionally been seen in the micro merchant and the tradesman space. Is this an area that banks have traditionally ignored?
So I think historically, as mPOS has grown over the last 5 or 6 years, initially people really believed that there was just that market there to be served of those micro merchants. A new market entrants, it was very easy for people to come in and have a sort of instant gratification piece of serving those merchants. For banks to serve much smaller businesses, it's traditionally more challenging. I think perhaps on a price point, it's difficult because a small business can't justify what would be a traditional kind of terminal acceptance environment. Very, very difficult for them. Now, as technology has evolved and has meant that card acceptance can be done on a much more cost-effective scale, it allows the banks to go in and readdress that market segment. So I don't think it's a case of them ignoring it previously. We see from our customers they're very, very aware of that segment. They want to address it, but technology previously hasn't allowed them to address that space.
Is there a part for banks to play in the growing mPOS market?
I think absolutely, unquestionably. The traditional providers or the early providers in the mPOS space have all delivered a direct-to-market or direct-to-merchant proposition that is very much keeping their brand, not supporting the brand of the banks. A bank is a real trusted environment. Despite any negative press that perhaps banks have received over a number of years, they are still the de facto place for a business to go to get their products and their services, anything around a financial service. They need that trust and that reliance. Our position is to allow the banks to have a service that's maintaining their brand, is defending their position against those new market entrants, and it's extending their reach into the market. And that will always be the position that we want to be in the market to support for our financial service partners.
With all the new innovations coming through, are we seeing an end to the dominance of cards?
I believe we'll see cards and cash around in some form for certainly the foreseeable future and possibly permanently. Even with new technology, all the innovations that are coming in, all the account-based services that we see in the market, technology and innovation don't necessarily always drive consumer adoption. By the nature of people, we're creatures of habit, and we take a long time to change. So the benefit for our partners, so our banking partners, our financial institution partners, the benefit to working with Monitise is really to say, we are here now. We are providing an mPOS service that gives a clear benefit to the way that consumers and merchants act in today's environment. But we also, through our roadmap products and services, are in a very, very strong position to guide them through the journey to whatever the next generation of payments become. Undoubtedly, payments will be mobile in the future. I think that's something that we all clearly see, and it's a clear vision at Monitise, and we want to make sure we support our partners on that journey.